This is the Game 14 press conference featuring the Florida State Seminoles, joined by student athletes Kaley Mudge and Elizabeth Mason. Questions for our student athletes go to Nick Kelly.
Elizabeth, on that in the home run pitch, what would you see from her, and what did that, when you were able to hit that home run, what did that do for you guys, and just your energy and really believing this could happen?
Obviously, Montana Fouch has a great rise ball. She also spots a couple low in the zone. I just wanted to get the barrel there. She supplies a lot of power. As long as I could get the barrel through the zone, I knew it would be a hard hit. I'm just glad it went over the fence. I think a home run in the first inning, it's a great way to start the game. Obviously, we tend to score later in the game a lot after we get through the lineup one time, but I think setting that pace for the game was well needed.
Allison Posey.
Hey, Elizabeth, just a question. I asked you before you left Tallahassee if you had a nickname for this team yet, and you didn't have one. Do you have one now? First question. And second question, just the fight in this team. I mean, the young lady next to you, young player, everybody tonight just fought so hard.
I still don't have a nickname. I don't think we get to choose the nickname. I think the fans will come up with one, but it's amazing to see Mudge's performance tonight. She's been one person on our team who has worked tirelessly day in and day out. She's had it in her from day one. I think as a team, we've had it in us from day one. Couldn't be happier that it's coming together now, and I'm so proud of Mudge tonight. We all are.
Melvin Stiff.
Elizabeth, congratulations to you and Kaley and the whole team. Can you talk a little bit about your defense? You get a lot of attention for your offense, obviously, but you've had to adjust to a new position at first base, and you had some really nice picks out there today, and then that great cutoff throw. Can you talk about how hard you've had to work on that?
When you have a coach who believes in you enough to switch your position every year, I owe it to her to be the best I can be wherever she's going to put me. Defensively, we know we have a strong pitching staff, and defensively, all we can do is, do the best for them, give them the support that they deserve, and put it together offensively as best as we can and make sure that, we hold that game down.
Kaley, let's follow up with you on the defensive end. You made that great diving catch in the seventh inning against Bailey. You have to obviously respect her power and play her a little deep, so you had to come in pretty hard. Just take us through that play.
Yeah, we were back by the warning track because we know how much power she has. She hit a home run earlier in the game, and she's a great hitter, so we were giving her that respect. And when I saw her go up in the air, I just wanted to make a play for Danielle and make a play for my team. So,
Joey Helmer.
Yeah, for both of you all, you and your opponent in this WCWS finals both traveled the same path, losing your first game and winning all the way through. What gave you all the belief that you could go ahead, and in 2018 your program did this as well, but to win all these games in a row to get to the championship finals?
Start with Kaley, please.
Yeah, I wasn't here when they won the 2018, but I remember watching on TV, and I just remember how much fight they had, and I think that's what we have this year too. We just have a fight for every pitch to the left and our right. I just think if we look at the end goal, then we get too ahead of ourselves, so we can't control the outcome of any game. We've just been trying to fight one pitch at a time.
Elizabeth?
I think there's something special about FSU that allows us to block everything else out, block out the stats, block out the outcome, block out anyone who's not in our corner. And, we just look to our left and our right. I look to Danielle, I look to Mudge, look to our coaches, and when you can fight for them, all you want to do is give one more pitch, one more opportunity, and one more game. And that's what we did in 2018, and we know we can do it again because we've been there before.
Graham Hayes.
As for both players, this isn't a team that relies on home runs, but you had three big ones in recent days from Danny and Anna and you, Elizabeth, today. When you're at the World Series in this kind of setting, do those kind of hits build a momentum or an energy beyond even the runs they produce?
Start with Elizabeth, please.
I mean, a home run is definitely an energy builder, momentum builder, but obviously it's not the end-all, be-all for a winning team. I think we've been able to put together runs and wins offensively situational hitting, just trying to scratch and claw. When we can get those home runs across, I think it's like a really big cushion for our pitchers, and it really loosens us up to just continue to get one run at a time.
Kaley?
Yeah, I agree with Lizzie. All season we've just fought to try and find runs as best as we can, and home runs are great. Situational hitting's great. We just try and play one pitch at a time, putting the ball in play, and just trying to run the bases as best we can. So just finding a way to score runs. Home runs are great, and they give a lot of momentum to us, but so does situational hitting and base hits.
Edwin Stanton?
Elizabeth, I don't know if this has already been asked, but could you talk about the game plan coming in for Montana Faust, and what were y'all seeing from her that just made y'all so confident at the plate today?
Obviously, coming off of a perfect game, Montana is an amazing athlete, even better of a pitcher. Saw a lot of strikeouts on that rise ball up in the zone. She brings a lot of velo to the plate as well. Just trying to get the barrel to the ball, see it down. She does spot a couple down in the zone, so just doing our best to lay off that rise ball, and when she does miss, to make sure we're ready for that pitch.
Kurt Weiler?
I know obviously we don't have either of the pitchers here, so I'm going to ask y'all about them. I mean, you knew how loaded the Alabama lineup was. I mean, Catherine was the one who did a lot to get y'all here, but just what can you say about what all three of them, you took all three of them tonight to kind of be able to hold off the charge?
Start with Kaley, please.
Our pitching staff has been amazing all season. We've really relied on them heavily, and Kat started us off great, and then Kaylin came in and Danielle came in, and they all pitched their butts off. So it was just fun to see them all come together for a big win for us.
Elizabeth?
When you're one of the last four teams left in the nation, there's going to be hits. Obviously, Alabama, they're a top four team, one of the best teams in the nation. We would expect nothing less from them, but our pitchers, they have worked so hard. They're amazing. They dominate, and when they do slip a little, there's always someone there to have their back. The second Kat got a little shaky, it was Kaylin. The second Kaylin, it was Danielle, and we know that they're going to fight for us the same way we would fight for them, and we just have so much confidence in them, and it allows us to just be even better teammates, even better defense, and get some stuff going offensively as well.
Elizabeth, Kaley, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We are now joined by head coach Lonni Alameda. Questions for Coach. We'll begin with Allison Posey.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Just wanted to talk to you. We've talked to you before about the fight in this team, but it's everybody. I mean, you have Lizzie, the senior, who obviously had that big hit for you guys in the first, and then it goes down to Mudge, who's a young player on this team. What is it about their ability to fight and the culture that you've created here at Florida State?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been the whole journey of the season. I know our upperclassmen and our returning World Series players really wanted to share the culture, the experience, the fight pitch by pitch, and yet they had pressures of their own trying to figure themselves out and how to compete also. And so I think the culture piece has really got us through here, because there were many times they could have given up on the process part, and that's been so important to us. But yet we have such a good foundation of family and the competitive nature, and we keep bringing those values up, and we keep talking about them, and I think it just kept the fabric of our team together to give us the opportunity to be able to shine towards the end of the season. And I couldn't be more proud of Elizabeth. I know that she's wanted to lead this team, and it's hard as a leader. It's really hard. Sid Sherrill, we talk about all the time, Danny Morgan, and then you got Kaley Mudge is going to give you everything she has. She's going to follow, and she's going to give her heart out. So now it's all of a sudden coming together, and they're just, like they said, to the left and right, fighting for each other pitch by pitch.
Tom Tibbetts.
Coach, the fan base just obviously it goes without mention. Every road game, it feels like you guys are at home playing at Graff. But there was this cool moment in the broadcast where they showed the Canadian national team watching you guys, supporting you. Obviously, I know you have that relationship with them, but to see your brand, Florida State softball, being supported on different international borders, different countries, just how cool is that?
Really cool. I did not know that happened. I mean, obviously, Kaley Rafter is a Florida State alum, and you've got a lot of collegiate players in that group, so they love the game of softball. And I am fortunate to be able to be their pitching coach this year in Tokyo, so I am tied to them quite tightly, and I'm really proud of the opportunity. But I think that goes to the big picture that we've been talking about a lot. I mean, softball is incredible, and people want to support it and they want to grow it, and here you have a team taking time out while they're training for Tokyo to watch the College World Series. I think that's super special.
Graham Hayes.
Hi, Lonnie. The sport has moved so much in recent years toward the home run, and you've had teams that have hit home runs recently. But what role does other methods of run production still have in softball, and what this team was able to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so important that when you get to the biggest time of the year that good pitching's going to beat hitting. I mean, that's just the thing. Like, good pitching beats hitting. And when you get here, you've got to make sure that you can link those at-bats together, and however it happens. And for this ball club, we've had to link at-bats together all season, so we're very comfortable with that. We're comfortable with failing. We're comfortable with having quality at-bats. We're comfortable with moving our runners. And then if one crooked letter goes up because someone gets a 3-run home run, that's bonus for us. So I think when you have to rely on it, which is going to be something that we're going to be watching here in the next couple of days, because, I mean, Oklahoma's incredible the way they swing the bats. But if you can get that glue 1 through 9 and people off the bench to do their job to just keep the lineup moving, it's pretty special.
Nick Kelly.
Based on the scouting you did of Montana and just seeing her before, I mean, what pitches do you feel weren't there as much for her today?
I mean, it's hard to say. She's an incredible pitcher. Even I said it yesterday with Killafoy. She's a good pitcher. I don't know. There's pressure coming into these games sometimes too, and I think we did a good job of battling pitches. I think when Mudge got in there and she started fouling off stuff, like, it was just, let's put the ball in play and let's make her work, and that was just the mindset. So I just don't know if it's her inability or as more as our ability to make sure that we could use our plan versus her. I think she's incredible, and she's had an incredible season, and they're a great ball club.
Melvin Stiff.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations. Can you talk a little bit about the 2018 experience and how that's helped you guys this year, if any? You got 5 players who've done this before.
Yeah, I mean, 2018, for me personally, and I think for Travis when we were part of that, we realized that how important it is for them to be comfortable in their own skin as a team. When we lost to UCLA, they took a team meeting together without the coaches, and they took control, and they ran with it, and they were prepared for it. As a coaching staff, that's what you want this point in time. That, they don't need to look to you because you've given everything you have to them, and they're ready to play a high-level game. And I got that feeling again. Danielle Watson hasn't thrown a lot, and when she came in after that inning and she took a deep breath and she was prepared for the moment because of everything we've poured into her and every opportunity she has. And it's just such a good feeling to know that as a coaching staff and even upperclassmen, you can share with younger ones for their moment. It doesn't matter how big the stage is, they can execute their moment. And I've seen that from 2018 to now start to become this week here, and it's heartwarming.
Ryan Kelly.
Hey, Coach, is it going to be a little nostalgic looking across in the other dugout, seeing the Crimson and Cream fighting for College World Series title?
Yeah, not nostalgic at all. I'm super proud of graduating from the University of Oklahoma. I'm very proud of what we did. We broke the top 25, and I know ever since then they've done an incredible job. But I'm a big fan of the game of softball, and you always root for your alma mater, but when you're playing against them, you root for the team that you're coaching. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to play in front of a full stadium. When we came in the first day and we saw the upper deck, and I know what it's like, to be 30 minutes down the road and all the state of Oklahoma coming in here to cheer for them. And it's going to be so special. I'm looking forward to it. Our players are looking forward to it. So it's going to be an honor to play here and be one of the two teams left standing.
Last one for Coach Kurt Weiler.
Hey, Lonnie, congratulations. After the UCLA game, is there a moment or maybe a few moments you can pinpoint of realizing that exactly what this team could do coming out of the losers bracket again, maybe a response or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we were fully competing in the UCLA game. I think if we were kind of dipping our toe in the water and seeing if we could compete. And then afterwards, we chatted a little bit and, laid out there. And of course, and your 2018 veterans are like, hey, we've been here before. It's not a big deal if you just think pitch, and just get after it, your little moments. Then all of a sudden you look up and you've got some games under your belt, and it's really special and enjoying that process part of it. So I can't think of anything right now, honestly. Between the late night game and the early, it's all swirling together. Now it's about getting prepared for OU and figuring out what we can do there.
Coach, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.